a little bit sick.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, okay. I'm
Yeah.
having class now,
Yeah, you're having class now.
Yes.
Okay, can you
Mhm.
can you see and hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you well. It's okay.
Great. Oh,
Good.
good. I'm glad the connection works. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't I wasn't 100% sure
Okay, it's good.
about
Okay, it's
the
fine.
internet here. That's
I think
good.
it's a good
Okay.
connection.
Okay, that's great. Okay. All right. Thank you. Come in. Okay, come in. Come in. Okay, anything I need to know before I start the class? Okay. Huang Ang. Xin chào.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Huang Ang?
Well, I've been having a very week, nothing, nothing special happened.
Nothing special. Okay. And Fung Dok Ang. Chào Gon.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Fung Dok Ang?
I feel a bit nervous today because
Okay, so the
tomorrow
test
I
is
will
test
take the
is
test.
tomorrow. Test is
Yeah,
tomorrow, is that right?
yeah,
Okay, so you remember what we talked about talking in English now for 24 hours before the test?
yes, and I'm doing it right now.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, all right, we can have a talk at the end of the lesson, Fung Dok Ang. If there's anything you want
Yeah,
to practice, okay?
yes.
Okay. All right. Fu Quang, Sen Chao.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Fu Quang?
I'm very well today.
Good. Your voice is very quiet. Your volume is very quiet, Quang. Can you try turn it up, please? Ding
Okay.
Lam. Ding Lam. Xin chao.
Hello, teacher.
Your voice is very clear, Ding Lam. That's great. Can hear
Yeah.
you very clearly. That's great. Okay, welcome to class. So just wait another minute or so, see if the others are going to join us. So just waiting for Nok Ang and Jafet. Okay, so I hope you can all see and hear me clearly enough. For the next few weeks, I am in Thailand. So I am talking to you from Thailand, about 3 hours south of Bangkok. So, which is great because it means I'm on the same time zone as you are for a change. So our times are exactly the same. Here, the weather is probably pretty similar to Hanoi. Temperature here this morning is about 30 degrees, very hot, very sunny. Phung Dok Ang, what is the temperature there in Hanoi?
Uh, I think it's also about 33 degrees outside.
Okay, okay, all right, very similar, very similar. So for me, I am enjoying it because it's about 30 degrees warmer than when I left New Zealand. So I went for a walk before. It was nice to be walking when it's hot. I enjoy that. Nok Ang, Chao Gon.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Nok Ang?
I'm good. And you?
I'm good, thank you. Your microphone is very quiet, Nok Ang. Can you turn it up a little bit, please? Thank you. Okay, everyone, we will get started now. I won't wait for the others. So, as I say, welcome to class. Great to see you all again. And like I say, great to be on the same time zone as you for a change for the next month or so. So, first thing we're going to be doing today is we're going to be working on idioms. So I'll just share those with you now. All right, so we have done 4 so far. Everyone, I'm going to ask you for a sentence using each of these idioms. Okay, so idiom number 1, not my cup of tea, which just means that something you don't like. You can use it usually with activities, remember, not with food. So you would never say, coffee is not my cup of tea. Rice is not my cup of tea. That would sound very weird to a native speaker. But you could say, as you can see the example there, horror movies aren't my cup of tea. Football is not my cup of tea. Badminton, not my cup of tea. Usually used with activities or hobbies. Reading, not my cup of tea. Walking, not my cup of tea. Okay, usually used with some sort of activity or hobby, but never with food. Okay, Huang Ang.
Yes.
Sentence, please, Huang Ang. Not my cup of tea. So everyone, please be ready, by the way. I'm going to ask everybody for a sentence.
Then I guess going outside is quite my cup of tea.
Going outside.
Sounds a little bit weird, but
That sounds a bit weird.
true.
You need to be a bit more specific than that. Like I said before, you can say exercise is not my cup of tea. Badminton, not my cup of tea. Going outside, a bit weird if you say going outside is not my cup of tea. I'll come back to you, Huang Ang. You can think of another one. Fung Dok Ang.
Yes. Gardening is not my cup of tea.
Perfect. Fu Kwang.
Sour candy is not my cup of tea.
Okay. Ding Lam.
Yes. Playing video game is not my cup of tea.
Perfect. Nok Ang.
Swimming is not my cup of tea.
Perfect. Wang Ang.
I guess where I can find out what is it? I remember. Exercise is not my cup of tea.
Perfect.
Exercising.
Okay. Yeah. Exercising or exercise. Can use either. Wang Ang. Okay. Can use the noun as well. Okay. Noun or the verb is fine. Okay. That's good, everyone. You're all using that correctly. Let's call it a day. Let's call it a day just means to stop what we are doing because we are bored or we are tired. Okay. The English lesson has been going on all day. Let's call it a day. Means let's finish. Just means let's finish. Let's stop. Fong Dok Ang.
It is raining outside, so let's call it a day.
Okay. It's raining outside. You probably say it's raining. Let's call it a day. Okay. The difference being
Okay.
it will be something that is affecting what you are doing right at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. So it means you are already outside doing something, playing football, doing some work, going for a walk, whatever. It started to rain. Let's call it a day. Does that make sense, Fung Dok Ang?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, good. Fu Kwang,
Yeah.
let's call it a day. Everyone, please be ready when I call your name.
It's too hot to go outside. Let's call it a day.
Fine. Fu Kwang. Sorry, I just asked you, Fu Kwang. Sorry. Ding Lam.
I am so tired, so I can't go into the gym. Let's go eat a day.
Great. Or you could even just say, I'm so tired. Let's call it a day. Okay? Is good enough. Good, Ding Lam. Nok Ang.
I have a stomach ache. Let's call it a day.
Perfect. Huang Ang.
I've been playing games for 24 hours straight. Let's go it a day.
Okay, very good. I hope, is that true, Huang Ang? Have you ever done that?
No. I will probably try in the future, but right now I will just do 16. 16 is enough.
Okay. Sound long enough to me. All right, the next one, number 3, everyone. Very simple. Piece of cake just means something that is very easy. Some task or job or test that is very easy. How was your English exam? Piece of cake. Okay. So, Fung Dok Ang.
Yes.
How was the IELTS test?
I hope that it is a piece of cake.
Good. Very good English. That's good. Feng Dokang, you are correct. Fu Kwang,
The
how was
homework
your how was your physics test? Fu Kwang?
Oh, the physics test was a piece of cake for me.
Perfect. Ding Lam, how was your maths test? Ding Lam?
I am cooking
Ding
salam.
Lam, sorry, Ding Lam. Just answer the question, okay? Ding
Yes.
Lam? Yeah. How was your maths test? Ding Lam?
The math test is very easy. It was a piece of cake for me.
Good. Nok Ang,
Yes.
how was your physics test?
Physics test is a piece of cake for me.
Okay, remember, you can say the opposite, Nok Ang, okay? So, for example, you can say the physics test was not a piece of cake, okay? Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, so meaning it was not easy. So you can use it for something that is not easy as well. The physics test was not a piece of cake. Okay, Huang Ang,
Um,
how was
learn,
your
learn.
Vietnamese? Yeah, how was your Vietnamese literature test, Huang Ang?
Oh, those Vietnamese lectures. It was a piece of cake.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so remember, you can use it for the opposite. As I was saying to Nok Ang, you can say the maths test was not a piece of cake. Okay, it means it wasn't easy. So you can use it for easy or not easy. Okay, good. Native speakers use this very often, by the way. They use these phrases very often. That's why we are doing all of these. Number 4, under the weather. Just means you're feeling a bit sick. All right, or not feeling very well. You are under the weather. Under the weather. Fong Dok Ang.
Yeah.
A sentence, please, using under the weather.
Yesterday I felt under the weather.
Okay, fine. Fu Kwang.
I'm going back home now because I feel under the weather.
Oh, very good, Fu Kwang. Very good. Perfect sentence. Ding Lam.
Yes,
Under the weather, Ding Lam. A sentence, please.
I am going to the gym in the morning, so I am under the weather.
Oh, that doesn't make sense, Ding Lam. You would have to say, I am not going to the gym in the morning because, okay?
Yes,
Okay, so please start that sentence, Ding Lam. I am not going.
I am not going to the gym in the mornings because I am under weather.
Under the weather.
Yeah, under the weather.
Perfect. That's better, Ding Lam. Nok Ang.
I am under the weather, so we can't go out.
Okay. Usually you would say I'm feeling under the weather. Okay. For
Oh.
that sentence, you just say I'm feeling under the weather. I don't want to go out tonight.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
It means the same as just as you'd say I feel sick. You could say I'm sick. Okay, that is still okay. So, but often you would say I'm feeling sick. All right, you would use the verb. Okay, does that make sense, Nok Ang?
Yes.
So you use under the weather the same way. I'm feeling under the weather. I don't want to play badminton today. Okay.
Okay.
Huang Ang.
I'm afraid I could make it to the trip. Feeling under weather today.
Okay, great. Okay, good. You're all doing well with the idioms. We will keep practicing these every week. Get you used to using them. As I think I've said to you before, in the IELTS test, you don't have to use these, but they can be very useful to help improve your score. A lot of people do the test, they never use any idioms, they still get a high score. So using idioms doesn't necessarily mean you will get a high score, but they can help, make you sound more like a native speaker. So they are useful. So today, everyone, we are doing numbers 5 and 6, the new ones. Number 5 is this one. Ding Lam,
Yes.
can you read all of number 5 for me, please?
Uh, Sorry, but I can't see your screen.
Oh, you can't see the document?
Yes.
Okay, I'll share again, everyone. Hang on a moment. I'll stop the share.
Oh, fuck.
You should be able to see. Hang on. I'll share again.
Ah,
Okay. Tell me if you can see it now, Ding Lam.
yeah. Second find once in a blue moon, something that happened very rarely. Example, we go out for dinner one in the blue moon.
Okay. Can you say this word here for me, please, Ding Lam? Once. Once.
Once.
Good. Much better. Remember, everyone always need to pronounce the final consonant sound. So in this case, final consonant sound in the word once is, of course, the S sound. The C is pronounced like an S. Once, once, once. So, Ding Lam, once in a blue moon just means something that hardly ever happens. Hardly ever happens. We go out for dinner once in a blue moon means we hardly ever go out for dinner. Can you give me a sentence, Ding Lam?
Yes,
You using once in a blue moon.
I am cooking the dinner one in the blue moon.
Okay, good. I cook dinner. I cook dinner once in a blue moon is better English. Okay, Ding Lam?
Yes.
I cook dinner once in a blue moon. Nok ang,
I
once
wake
in a blue moon.
I wake up in the summer early, once in a blue moon.
Really? Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, good English. Huang ang.
I hit the jackpot in the game once in the blue moon.
Perfect. Phung dok ang.
I get lucky on my IELTS exam once in a blue moon.
I hope that's not true. And Phu Quang.
I go, we go play football once in a blue moon.
Sorry, Fu Quang, I can hardly hear you. Your microphone very quiet. Can you
Oh.
turn it up, please?
Oh, okay.
All right, try again, please, Fu Quang. Try again.
We go out to play football once in a blue moon.
Okay, is that true, Fu Quang? Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, you hardly ever play football, is that right? Or you rarely play football?
I rarely play football.
Right, okay, good, all right. So you are all using that correctly, good. Again, once in a blue moon is a common idiom, a common expression for native speakers. Nok ang oi. Can't hear me.
Okay, try this again. Phong Duk Ang. Oi.
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
Okay, for some reason I was talking, you couldn't hear me. Hang on, I'll just plug in again, Phong Duk Ang. See if you can hear me this time.
Yeah.
Okay, Phong Duk Ang, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you okay.
Okay, that's good. All right. So, Phong Duk Ang, can you read number 6 for me, please?
Cost an arm and a leg. Very expensive. Example, that phone cost an arm and a leg.
Okay, good. So, cost, something that costs an arm and a leg, just means something that is very expensive, costs a lot of money. So, Phong Duk Ang, can you give me a sentence, please?
A Gucci bag is cost an arm and a leg.
Sorry, what was it, Phong Duk Ang?
A Gucci
Oh,
bag.
Gucci bag. I understand. A Gucci bag costs an arm and a leg. Good. Phu Quang.
That bag cost an arm and a leg.
Perfect. Ding Lam. Ding Lam, oi. Nok Ang.
My cosmetics cost an arm and a leg.
Really? Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll just get you to pronounce it correctly. Nok Ang. Cosmetics. Cosmetics. Can you say that, please?
Cosmetics.
Perfect. Much better. Cosmetics. The S sound comes first. Cosmetics. Cosmetics. Okay. So, Nok Ang, this is one time I'm glad to be a boy, okay?
Okay.
I don't need to spend money on cosmetics, right? Okay, Huang Ang.
Just a single graphic card could cost you an arm and a leg.
Good. Very good. All right, so remember everyone, cost an arm and a leg is very simple. Just means something that is very expensive. My motorcycle cost me an arm and a leg. My laptop cost me an arm and a leg. The English course cost me an arm and a leg. Or cost an arm and a leg. Don't have to have me in it. All right, we will continue these next week. Stop the share of this. Has anyone else joined the class? No. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you for your message, Ding Lam. Can you hear me now? Okay, not yet. All right, everyone, just going to share a video with you now. I hope you can see it. Phu Quang,
Yes.
can you see the part 2 cue card?
Yes, I can.
All right. Can you read it for me, please, Phu Quang?
Well, you should say what food or drink you learned it to prepare, when and where you learned it to prepare this, how you learned it to prepare this.
Yes, keep going, Phu Quang.
And explain how you felt about learning to prepare this food or drink.
Okay, good. So everyone, this obviously is a part 2 card. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to play you this student answer. Okay, this is a band 9 student. I think we've seen her before. Okay, let's listen to her answer for that. Then I'm going to get you to do the bullet points and do a 1-minute talk for me using your bullet points. Okay, but first, have a listen to what she is saying. Then I'm going to ask a couple of you to analyze what she has said using the criteria that the examiner will mark you on for your speaking. I'll explain more about that once we've finished listening to her. But please listen, everyone. What she is doing, she is telling a story. She's going to tell a story. A story is a very useful way of answering part 2 question. If you can base your answer around a story, around something that really happened to you. By story, I don't mean something that is not true. A story is just you are telling something that has happened in your life sometime. Okay? Can be true, doesn't have to be. But in this case, she is telling a true story, okay, about some food or drink she learned to prepare.
Mom, who usually prepares the meals at home, she was away for vacation. So I was in charge of cooking the food at home. I learned to prepare this meal, which was pasta arrabbiata. It's very simple to some people, but from perspective where I've never really cooked anything at home, it was like a big step for me. I learned this recipe online. Like I just skimmed through a random website and I started following the recipe. And I actually had a bit of help from my cousin. The reason why I chose this food to prepare was because my dad really enjoys pasta arrabbiata. He wouldn't eat any other type of pasta except that for some reason. It doesn't have any like meat. It's just literally pasta and sauce. And it was pretty quick. Like when I started preparing it, it didn't take me that long, which I liked because I hate spending hours in the kitchen just waiting to cook to eat something. I think that takes the fun out of cooking because I just want it quick. The part that I liked about the meal that I prepared was that it was quick, but also at the same time it was very delicious. Like I added organic tomato. I used not like the canned sauce. I made it from scratch, so that's what I enjoyed about it.
So we've been talking.
Okay, so that was a Band 9 student. Band 9 student. So, Nok Ang.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to ask you what you thought of her, Nok Ang, according to the criteria that the Ielts examiner will mark her on. So the first one, I will send this to everyone, by the way. This is criteria number 1, which is worth 25% of the total score. Okay, I've sent you everyone criteria number 1 in chat. Can you see it, Nok Ang?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, what does it say, Nok Ang?
Fluency and coherence.
Coherence. Can you say that, please, Nok Ang? Coherence. Yeah. Just divide the word into 2 parts, Nok Ang. Co and herence. Can you say that, please?
Coherence.
Perfect. Just as easy as that. Perfect. All right. What is fluency, Nok Ang? What is fluency?
How you talk like
Yeah. Yeah, you are on the right track. Just how well you can talk without stopping. Okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense, Nok Ang?
Yes.
Okay. Fluency just means, for example, you are fluent in Vietnamese, of course, means you can talk, you can give Vietnamese sentences without stopping. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Coherence. Do you know what that means, Nok Ang?
Like everyone understand that?
Yeah, it just means, is what you are saying, does it make sense? Okay? Can everyone understand, all right, the idea you are trying to say? Does that make sense? Nok Ang.
Yes.
Okay, good. So fluency and coherence is criteria number 1, worth 25% of the total score. So, Nok Ang, was she fluent, do you think?
What she was?
Was she fluent with her talking? Did she stop and start a lot, or could she talk smoothly and easily?
I think she talks easily, but sometimes stop a little bit.
Sometimes stop a little bit, sure, but not too much.
Yeah.
Not too much. She was pretty fluent, okay? And what about coherence, Nok Ang? Coherence. Did what she say make sense?
Yes, it's
Yeah. Okay, could you understand her story?
yes, I can understand her story.
Okay, for example, what dish was she making? Can you remember? What sort of dish
Pasta?
was she trying to cook? Yes, correct. You understood. She was making pasta. All right. Here's another question. See if your listening is good. Does her father like pasta?
Yes.
Yes, good. You heard that correctly. Okay, so she was coherent. You understood what she was saying. So fluency and coherence was pretty good. All right. Here's next. Huang Ang. Huang Ang.
Yes.
Okay. Going to give you criteria number 2. Huang Ang. Which is this. I'll send it to everyone. This is the second criteria, everyone. This also is worth 25% of the total score. Okay, can you read it for me, please, Huang Ang?
It says lexical resource.
It does. And what does that mean? What is lexical resource, Huang Ang?
Um, I think that means how good is your vocabulary?
Good. Very good. That's exactly what it means. Lexical resource, everyone, just means, do you have a good vocabulary? Do you know a lot of words? And are you using them correctly? That's all lexical resource means, just how good or how big is your vocabulary. So what do you think, Wang Ang, of what that student did, her lexical resource?
I didn't think she used any like the advanced words, just simple ones, or maybe some 1 or 2 advanced words. But overall, I think she has a wide lexical resource.
Okay, very good. You are just like an examiner, Wang Ang. Very good. Yes, you are exactly correct. Her lexical resource was very simple. She hardly used any complex or academic words. Okay? I think I've said this to you many times already. And she got a 9. She got a 9. You just need to use simple words correctly. I will show you one that you might not be familiar with. Hang on, I'll just go back a little bit. I'm just going to go back a bit.
I liked because I hate spending hours in the kitchen just waiting to cook to eat something. I think that takes the fun out of cooking because I just want it quick. The part that I liked about the meal that I prepared was that it was quick, but also at the same time it was very delicious. Like I added organic tomato. I used not like the canned sauce. I made it from scratch. So.
Okay, that one here, everyone. This is one that you might not have heard before. This is an idiom. Okay, I made it from scratch. Can you see this, Wang Ang?
Yes. Yes.
On your screen, I made it from scratch. Can you guess what this idiom means?
I mean, it means that you make something just from the original materials.
Very good. Okay. To make something from scratch means you just use original materials, exactly as Huang said, or you make something very simple, but from the beginning. All right. It means you don't use, for when you are cooking, okay, you don't use any prepared sauce or any added ingredients that you find in a packet. Maybe you just get the pasta, you just get some tomato, all right, very basic ingredients, and you mix them together. All right, that is called preparing something from scratch, using just the very basic ingredients of something and putting them together to make some sort of food or some sort of dish. The opposite of that is when you get lots of things in cans and packets, okay? Ingredients that are already maybe mixed in advance. That is the opposite of preparing from scratch. So made it from scratch is an idiom. Just means I made it just using very simple, basic ingredients from the very beginning. Okay, that's what that idiom means. And this is one of the reasons why she got a 9. She was able to use an idiom like that correctly, okay, and without pausing or hesitating. She used it very naturally. So for her lexical resource, again, I hope you notice she is using very simple language, but she is just using it correctly. Also, you notice that she laugh and smile a lot while she's talking about the story. I've said to you often, you can laugh and smile if it is appropriate. Don't have to treat the exam seriously. You don't have to be serious in your answer. All right. Phong Dok Ang.
Yes.
Okay, here's the next criteria. Phong Dok Ang. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, what do you think? Grammar, everyone, also worth 25%.
I think grammar is like how you use the sentence correctly.
Yes, it is. What did you think of her grammar?
I think her grammar is perfect.
I agree. Yeah,
Actually
I
see
agree.
no mistake at it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think her grammar was perfect. So she would have got the 25%, the full score for this. All right. She used the tenses correctly. Okay. She used past tense correctly all the time. That is the main thing. She used the correct form of the words. So again, simple language, but used grammatically correctly. All right. Thank you, Phong Dok Ang. And the last one, Phu Quang. Phu Quang.
Yes.
Okay, this is the last criteria that you are judged on. Hang on, I'll just send it to you in chat. Okay, can you see that, Quang?
Pronunciation.
Is correct. Okay, how was her pronunciation, do you think, Phu Quang?
I think she was good and she is confident about it. And
I agree, Phu Quang. You are correct. All her words, you will notice when you were speaking, all of them I could hear clearly. I could hear clearly. So she didn't have any problem with pronunciation. She pronounced the final consonant in all her words clearly. I didn't have any problem understanding what word she was trying to say. All her vowel sounds were correct. All her consonant sounds were correct. So for grammar and pronunciation, she would get a perfect score. So just please remember, everyone, these are the 4 criteria. Criteria, by the way, a synonym for this, categories or sections. These are the 4 criteria that your speaking is judged on. Fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammar, pronunciation. Each one of those worth 25% of your total mark. Okay, so her fluency and coherence, yeah, she paused a little bit sometimes, but it was quite natural. Her pausing was quite natural. Lexical resource, mostly very simple words. I'm sure all of you understood her story, but she used them all correctly. And like we said before, grammar and pronunciation was all perfect. This is why she got a 9. Are there any questions with that? Anyone? Okay, so very quickly, back to the topic. Hopefully you should all be able to see the topic. So please prepare for me your bullet points for this. Thank you. Same topic as she did. Remember what I've said to you before about making your own bullet points. When we were listening to her, were we thinking about, was she answering these bullet points? No. Okay, we just listened to her story about some food or drink that she learned to prepare. So she answered the main part of the question correctly, okay? Did she answer these bullet points? Yeah, maybe she did a bit, but I wasn't listening for this. I was just listening for her story about that. So remember, just make your own bullet points. So everyone, when you are ready, in chat, please, send me your bullet points. In chat, please just send me your bullet points. You should be able to do this fairly quickly by now. Because, of course, in the exam, you only get 1 minute to do this. Okay, Phung Duk Ang.
Yeah.
Okay, so fried rice. You saw the recipe on YouTube, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, you know what the ingredients are. The first time I have, I'll just correct your English, okay, Phung Duk Ang. Even though I know no one gets to see this, all right, you would say maked is not a word, okay?
Made.
Is correct. Good. As long as you know that. And some stories after that time. Okay. That's fine, Phung Duk Ang. Look good to me. That looks fine.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, you should all have your bullet points sent to me by now, okay? You should do this in 1 minute. Okay, Nok Ang.
Yes.
Okay, chocolate crinkle cookie, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, why I chose to cook. Okay, good. Nearly Christmas, all right? You don't need to write nearly Christmas in your bullet points, I think, Nok Ang, okay? Because you know that, all right? So you don't need to write it down. So why I choose to cook, yes?
Okay.
Okay, and then you don't need to write nearly Christmas because you already know that. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, how I cook that, my feelings. Okay, good, Mokang. Looks good to me.
Okay.
Good. Fuquang.
Yes.
Okay, food and drink I have learned information about. What is the food or drink that you are going to talk about? Which one?
I think it's omelette rice.
Omelette. Okay. Omelette and rice. So your first bullet point, Fuquang, should be omelette and rice. Okay?
Okay.
Not food and drink I have learned information about. Okay? You don't need to write that. Just write omelette and rice because this is what you are going to talk about. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so instead of, you've almost written like an introduction, whereas you need to write just the basic facts. Does that make sense, Fuquang?
Can you repeat it again?
Yeah. Yeah, does this make sense, Fuquang? So instead of writing food and drink, I have learnt about, what is the food and drink? Omelette and rice. So your first bullet point should be omelette and rice. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Then your next bullet point would be, how did I learn this? Okay?
Oh, the information I mean is about ingredient and where it's from, like that.
Sure. Okay. Okay, good. All right. So first bullet point, omelette and rice. Second bullet point, ingredients.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Remember your bullet points? Just very simple key words for you. Okay? That's
Okay.
all you need. Any question, Fuquang?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, Ding Lam, welcome back. Can you hear me now, Ding Lam?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good. Okay, orange juice. Fine. Recipe from internet. Okay, basic to do with my mother. Okay, look fine. Ding Lam, good.
Yes.
Huang Ang.
Yes.
Instant noodles, meat and onion. 10 years ago, problem is the meat, had fun eating food. Okay, look good. Huang Ang. Great. Okay, everyone. So now I want you to use these bullet points to talk to me for 1 minute each, okay? Just 1 minute. Just going to set my timer going. Phong Dok Ang. Phong Dok Ang, oi.
Yeah,
Okay, are you ready, Phong Dok Ang?
I think I'm ready.
Okay, of course you are. So just 1 minute using your bullet points. Phong Dok Ang, please start.
What, 1 minute or 2 minutes?
1 minute. 1 minute.
Uh,
Very easy,
okay.
very easy. 1 minute, just for practice. 1 minute.
So I'm gonna talk about my food that I learned to prepare is fried rice. And the first time I see it is on the YouTube. And at that time I wanted to learn it immediately because it's delicious and it's easy to make. However, in the internet, they have a lot of variations of fried rice. So I just choose randomly additions. And the ingredient is simple. It's got rice, egg, and some vegetable like carrots or uh, onions, and you just mix it to it. And the first
Okay,
time
thank you, Phong Dok Ang. That is 1 minute. 1 minute, Phong Dok Ang. Good. All right. So fluency and coherence. Good. All right. You didn't pause much. Okay, I understood what you were saying. Lexical resource. Good. All right. All your words are correct. Grammar. Good. Pronunciation. Good. All right. So doing well, Phong Dok Ang. That's good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. How did you feel about that? You are okay?
I feel I feel I choose fluency over the grammar and lexical to
Okay,
speed up my speech.
sure. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad you are speaking a little bit faster now. That is better. All right, that is good. Could you have kept going for one more minute?
I think I can
Yeah,
because
I think so.
the
You
part
only
some story
yeah
I have the tell it.
yeah you are only
Not tell
partway
it.
through. Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right, thank you, Phung Duk Ang. Nok Ang.
Yes.
Okay, you have 1 minute. Nok Ang, starting from now, please.
I would like to talk about food that I learned to prepare. Which is cook chocolate cookie crinkle cookies. I learned how to make that on TikToks, and it is nearly Christmas, so it is good. It's a good gift for my friends and family. The first time I made the chocolate crinkle cookies, and the cookie don't what wet, and I need to put it in the baker. Oh my God. I stopped.
Okay,
I stopped.
all right.
Oh,
That's
I cook
all
that.
right. That's 1 minute, Nok Ang. Okay, that's 1 minute. All right. So, obviously, looking at the criteria, your fluency, you started off okay, then you sounded like you got a little bit lost. Is that right, Nok
Yes.
Ang? Yeah, you got lost when you start to describe about the ingredients. Okay, is that where you got lost?
How I cook that.
Yeah, so that's what you need to talk about, how you cook that. Okay, so obviously your fluency started off well, but then got worse. All
Yeah.
right, so this is something you need to practice. The
Oh,
only way you are going to get better, of course, is just to practice this yourself. Does that make sense, Nok Ang?
yes.
Okay, so like I say, your story started off well, but then you got lost. You lost your way. All right. So this is where your bullet points should help you. Okay, you just look at your bullet points. Chris, my crinkle cookie. What ingredients do I use for this? Talk about the ingredients, then talk about how you make it.
Talk about the ingredients.
Yes, talk about the ingredients, then talk about how do you make it.
Okay.
How do you make do you have to then mix the ingredients together? You put them in the oven for how long? All right. You said you were making it for your friends for Christmas. Is that right? You were telling me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So then what did your friends think when you gave it to them for Christmas? Was it delicious or was it a disaster? Okay.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where your bullet points help you. All right?
Okay.
This is why you do the bullet points. So when you get a little bit lost, you just look at the next bullet point to remind you what to say next.
Okay.
Okay. Any question, Nok Ang? Okay. Your pronunciation, not bad. Grammar, you made one. I heard one mistake with when you should have used past tense. You used present tense, but that's okay. It was just one little mistake. All right. Any question, Nok Ang?
No, teacher.
Okay, good. Okay, Phu Quang.
Yes.
Are you ready, Phu Quang?
I'm ready.
Okay, you have 1 minute starting now, Phu Quang.
I'm talking about the omelette rice, omelette and rice. The ingredient was rice and egg and some vegetable. I want. It's what made from by Japanese and by that, and I think omelette rice is a good food I have ever made because it requires you some skill. It's really hard to make, and I was learned this from YouTube channel called the Omelette Pro, and the experience when I doing it was something terrible because I made the egg split from everywhere, and
Okay, that is 1 minute. Thank you, Fu Kwang. All right, pretty good, Fu Kwang. Pretty good. So, fluency and coherence, I understood what you were saying. All right, and fluency, you kept talking pretty well, pretty smoothly. Lexical resource, again, pretty good. Not many mistakes. You used the words correctly. Grammar, I heard one mistake. You talked about, I think, the good food I have ever made. Can you remember saying that?
yes.
Yeah, you need a different adjective. The best food I have ever made is correct. Does that make sense, Fu Kwang?
Yes.
The omelette is the best food, not the good food I have ever made. Good is not the correct adjective for this sentence. All right? It is not grammatically correct. You would talk about this is the best food I've ever made, or one of the best foods I've ever made. Does that make sense, Fu Kwang?
Yes.
Okay, and your pronunciation was pretty good. Okay, so the 4 criteria, you're doing pretty well, Fu Kwang.
Oh,
Any question, Fu Kwang?
no.
Okay, good. Ding Lam,
Yes.
are you ready, Ding Lam?
Yes, I
Okay,
ready.
good. 1 minute, Ding Lam, starting now, please.
Today I will describe a drink that I learned to prepare. This is orange juice. It is very basic to learn. It includes normal ingredient what you can find anywhere. Include orange, sugar or honey, up to juice, and water having gas. The first step you have to do is squeeze orange, and the second step you just can mix everything together, and so you have a orange juice soda. It's very delicious, and you can add some ice into this juice to make
Okay,
it cooler.
Ding Lam. Ding Lam, thank you. That is 1 minute.
Yes.
Okay. All right, very good, Ding Lam. Okay, so pretty fluent, Ding Lam, and
Yes.
coherent. You didn't stop much, okay? Sound very natural. Good. Lexical resource, good, Ding Lam. Good. And grammar, good. Not many mistakes, Ding Lam. All right? Good. Just the one thing I want you to just keep pronunciation, Ding Lam, okay? Some of the words, you are still missing the last consonant sound, okay? For example, you use the word just. I heard you say just at one point, but it sounded like just.
Yes,
Okay?
I said just.
Yeah, just again, just be careful you are pronouncing the final consonant. Does that make sense, Ding Lam?
Yes, I will
Okay, so
continue.
that is the main thing I noticed with your talk. But the rest of it, pretty good, Ding Lam. Pretty good.
Thank you.
Okay, so fluency and coherence were fine. Lexical resource, vocabulary, okay. Grammar, pretty good. All right, so just the pronunciation needs a little bit of work. Okay, any question, Ding Lam?
I don't have any question.
Okay, good. All right, last one, Huang Ang.
All right.
Okay, just 1 minute, Huang Ang, please start.
Okay, I would hate to say this, but I'm a I used to be a spoiled child, and I didn't have to do any. I didn't have to make any of the meals. But until one moment in almost 10 years ago, when I had to make when all my family members are gone, and I was left alone at home. I and it was almost at night, and I was forced to make a meal with only instant noodles, some onions, and a few and meat. Um, at first it looked quite easy, because I just had to put the noodles in and boil the water. But the trouble, I guess, even more disastrous when I had to deal with the meal.
Okay, thank you,
I
Huang
took
Ang. Thank you, Huang Ang. That is 1 minute already. Okay, I know you were just getting warmed up. I know. Okay, so pretty good, Huang Ang. Fluency and coherence, no problem. The only thing I would change, and I know it's a little bit hard for you to change because this is your style, but try to speak in smoother sentences. Your sentences tend to be ja, 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 ja. They are not joined together so smoothly, Huang Ang. It's a little bit hard for me to describe, okay? But
it was like I was repeating the questions,
yeah,
repeating the sentence, right?
yeah, a little bit like that, yes. And it's a little bit hard. I'm sorry, I'm not describing it very well for you, but you were talking a little bit like this, and I need to explain. Can you hear what I mean, Huang Ang?
I know,
It's very jerky. It just needs to be a little bit smoother, if you can. Does that kind of make sense, Huang Ang? I know you talk like this all the time. This is your natural style. I know. Okay.
Yes.
And it's not, and it's not really a problem because I understand everything you say. All right. So it's not a big problem. All right. But if I was,
to change.
yeah. Of course, your lexical resource is great, Huang Ang. Grammar is good. Pronunciation is good. So just that is the only thing I would possibly try to change. But like I say, I know this is how you speak normally anyway. All right. So no, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Any question, Huang Ang?
Not at all.
No, I mean, you are always very fluent, Huang Ang, okay? And you always have plenty to say, so I'm not worried about that. Okay. Jafat. I don't think Jafat is here. Jafat. Oi. No, I didn't think he was here. Okay. All right. Everyone, any questions about that before we leave this for this morning? So the main thing to remember, please, is stop the share for a moment. Please use your bullet points. That's why they are there. Your bullet points are there to help you talk for 2 minutes and not get lost. That is what your bullet points are for. So if your bullet points are not helping you do that, then you need to change the bullet points so they do. You should just be able to look at your bullet point and think, oh yes, this is what I'm going to talk about next. Okay, for the last part of the lesson, everyone. Just shared the document with you now. Okay. So, pretty sure we finished this last week. Just going to run very quickly through this before we start a new exercise. Fung Dok Ang.
Yes.
Can you see the table? Can you read
Yeah, I
it?
can.
Okay. All right. Is it clear enough for you to read?
It's clear, and I think we did it last week.
We did. I'm pretty sure we finished this last week. So again, I just want to review very quickly with everyone, okay? The missing words, all right? So remember, just looking at paragraphs 3 and 4, everyone, okay? The detail paragraphs, all right? Missing one here. US and Japan produce the most waste, which, hang on, I'll just make sure I'm telling you the correct thing. Okay, which increased or rose, and the missing adverb could be significantly or dramatically. All right. Remember, by the way, in English, the adverb usually comes after the verb. Usually. All right. So it rose significantly, not significantly rose. Rose significantly, okay, from 131 and 28 in 1982, respectively, is the missing word here. In contrast, waste production in Korea declined or decreased significantly, dramatically. Looking at the other three countries, Ireland had a steep rise. Steep was the word that we chose from here in waste production. Whereas, joining word, this word here, whereas the waste production could be another joining word, by the way, such as however. However and whereas are synonyms. This one rose less steeply, and again, respectively, is the missing word there. So again, everyone, going to go on to a new one. I know you are all tired of looking at this table. Me too. All right. Using the pot structure, as we always do for writing task 1. Paraphrase. All right. Paraphrase of this. Overview. Okay. The main features. All right. What went up the most, what went down the most, what stayed the same. 2 detail paragraphs, just describing in detail, using numbers. And remember, no numbers in the overview. No numbers. Numbers in the detail paragraph only. And again, you don't have to use every number. Again, just the most interesting ones. Only 2 sentences in the overview, and usually only 2 sentences, maybe 3 in each of your detail paragraphs. All right, new exercise, everyone. Nok ang.
Yes.
Okay, can you see the document, Nok ang?
Yes, I can see the document.
Okay, can you please read this?
The table gives information about the salaries of secondary high school teachers in 5 countries starting in 2026. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant.
Relevant, good. Okay, good reading. Good reading, Nok ang. You're reading pretty well now. Okay, so before I get you to start writing this, you guys should be getting pretty good at this now. Okay, the first thing, when you see something like this, all right, obviously you look at what it is measuring. It is measuring the salaries of high school teachers, 5 different countries. Here are the countries, okay, here, across the top here, all right, are the salaries. All right, so what we are looking at for the, before we start writing, okay, we just quickly look at what are the main changes so we know what we are going to put in our overview paragraph. All right. So, Phung Duk Ang.
Yes.
Okay, so just looking at the 5 countries, okay, and the 3 categories across the top, one of which is starting salary, salary after 15 years, and maximum salary. What is the first interesting thing you can see?
I think all of these countries go up, except for Denmark. They remain.
Is correct. Okay, so as Phung Duk Ang just said, you can see everyone here. Denmark, okay. All right, the salary never change. All right, all the other countries, the salaries increase. All right, so that is interesting point number 1, which you will put in your overview, of course. Ding Lam.
Yes.
Okay, which country pays teachers the most money? Which country?
The country pay the teacher the most money is Japan.
Is it? Have another look. For the starting salary, yes. For the starting salary, you are correct. Okay. What about for the maximum salary?
Maximum salary is Korea.
Okay, good. All right. So that's good, Ding Lam. So you just need to be a little bit more specific. So the country that has the largest starting salary is Japan. However, the country that pays the most money after you have been teaching for some years is Korea. Does that make sense, Ding Lam?
Yes.
So again, this is something else you would put in your overview paragraph. Okay? Fu Kwang.
Yes.
What country pays the least to teachers?
I think it's Denmark.
Denmark? Certainly at the end, Denmark has the lowest salary for teachers. Okay, and Huang Ang.
Yes.
What country has the biggest increase from when you start, okay, to after you've had experience for some years?
I think I should take Korea as an example. Korea, yes.
I think you are correct, everyone. So you can see Korea has one of the lowest starting salaries. Australia, a little bit lower, but Korea, one of the lowest, 29. But after some years in Korea, you are earning not quite 3 times as much, but close to it. Start on 29, finish on 82. So Korea is the country that has the biggest increase. Denmark has no increase. After maybe 20 years, you still earn the same salary. Whereas in Korea, your salary increased nearly 3 times. Other countries all increase, but not as much as Korea. So these are the things that you look at before you start writing, so you know what you are going to put in your overview. Okay. All right, everyone, please send me in chat your first paragraph, which is, what is your first paragraph? Nok Ang?
Paraphrase.
Is correct. Thank you, Nok Ang. Paraphrase. What do you paraphrase in writing task 1? You always paraphrase the first sentence of the introduction. Everyone, please send me your paraphrase in chat now. So remember, to paraphrase, you can use synonyms and you can change the structure of the sentence as long as it means the same. Synonyms, changing the structure of the sentence. You can even rewrite the sentence completely as long as it means the same thing. How long should you spend on your paraphrase? 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, maybe about 3 minutes. So normally, task 1, you have 20 minutes to do this. 20 minutes. You would spend the first 3 or 4 minutes looking at the information. Okay? Just looking at what has changed the most, what has changed the least, what hasn't changed. You spend 3 or 4 minutes just analyzing. Then maybe another 3 or 4 minutes just paraphrasing, which leaves you 10 minutes to do your overview and the detail paragraphs. Not long. Okay, Ding Lam.
Yes.
Okay, so table is a noun. Right.
Shows.
So, okay, so needs to have an article in front of it, Ding Lam. Okay?
Yes.
The table. Must be the table. Okay? All right. Ding Lam, what is another word we can use instead of table? Can you think of one? A word instead of table.
Diagram.
The diagram, maybe? Diagram, possibly. Maybe chart. Chart can also
Chart.
be a synonym. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Show needs to have an S on the end. It shows. All right. All right. Shows. Okay. All right. What is another word for salary, Ding Lam? Can you think of another word for salary?
Money.
The money. Yep. The money. Or I'm thinking of a word begins with P. Ding Lam, you know this word? P. 3 letters, Ding Lam. P. P.
I think I don't know this word.
Don't know this word, okay? I'm thinking of the word pay. Pay. You know this word, Ding Lam?
Yes, yes, yes.
P-A-Y. P-A-Y. Okay? Pay. Pay and salary are synonyms. Okay? Pay and salary are synonyms. And again, just be careful of your plurals, Ding Lam. Secondary and high school teachers. Teachers. All right. Does that make sense, Ding Lam?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, good. All right. Who is next? Yep, that's better, Ding Lam. Good. All right. Phung Duk Ang.
Yes.
Okay. The given table illustrates the amount of money. Good. Okay. Good paraphrase. That secondary teachers 500 received starting in 2006 and measured in US dollars. Excellent. Phung Duk Ang. Excellent. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Very good. Very good paraphrase. No mistakes. Very good. Okay.
But I think I missed the high school teacher.
Doesn't matter. All right.
Oh.
That's why it has the slash beside it. Okay. Means
Oh, okay.
mean secondary depends on which country you are in. Okay. Some countries call it high school. Some countries call it secondary school.
Oh, it means or.
Yeah. Correct. Correct. Exactly right. So that is not a mistake. Ding Lam, don't worry about that. Sorry, Duk Ang, don't worry about that.
Thank
Okay,
you.
but yeah, perfect paraphrase, Phung Duk Ang. You do that tomorrow, okay? You will be doing very well.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. All right, who's next? Huang Ang illustrates details about the Salary Secondary High School instructors in 5 nations. Huang Ang, good, very good.
Okay.
Okay, using instructors instead of teachers. Okay, that's very good. Shows good vocabulary. Excellent. Fuquan.
I got a book lyric, so may I leave early?
Sorry, you want to leave early?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
because
fine.
I
Okay,
have
that's
important
fine.
matters.
All right, that's fine. Okay, all right. I see you next week, Huang Ang.
Are we doing any work next?
Sorry, are we doing any
And any work later?
work later? No, don't worry.
Right.
Okay, have a good week, Huang Ang. See you next Sunday. Fuquan.
Yeah.
Okay, table shows data. Good. Okay, good paraphrase. Just one small mistake, Fuquan. Small mistake. But between Korea and USA, there is one word. There is a word missing. What is it?
And.
Correct. And. Okay. And need to have and there. But otherwise, very good. Fuquan, very good.
Teacher, can I go soon?
All right, you need to go? Okay, Fuquan, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. See you next week, Fuquan.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And Nok Ang.
Yes.
Okay, Nok Ang. The table illustrates. Aha. You don't need about in your sentence, okay?
Okay.
The table illustrates the salaries. All right?
Mhm.
All right. So, can you think of a synonym for salaries, Nok Ang?
Salaries. Pay.
Salary. Pay. Good. You know this word, Nok Ang? Pay?
Yes.
Okay. So use pay instead of salaries, all right? The table illustrates the salaries of secondary and high school teachers starting in 2026. The rest is correct, Nok Ang. The rest is good.
Yeah.
So you need to have a synonym for salaries to improve your score, all right? And you don't need about.
Okay.
Okay, because illustrates replaces, gives information about. Okay?
Okay.
Just the one word, illustrates, replaces those 3 words. So instead of saying gives information about, you just say illustrates. Don't need to say illustrates about. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, good. All right. So pretty good, everyone. Paraphrase. All right, now, next one, please. Overview.
Teacher, can I leave?
Oh, you want to leave as well. Everyone wants to go early.
I'm Hoàng Anh and I just in a same place.
Okay, going to the same place. Okay, that's fine, Nok Ang. All right. Have a good day. See you next week.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. All right, who is left? I have Phong Duc Ang. Okay, Phong Duc Ang and Phu Quang. Sorry,
Yes.
Ding Lam. Ding Lam, can you please do the overview for me?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, just the two left. So I have Phong Duc Ang, Ding Lam. Please do the overview. Remember, for this, we are just looking at biggest, smallest, what has changed the most. That's always what you are looking for in your overview. And of course, there will always be changes. They will always give you some table, graph, chart, diagram that has changes to talk about. There is always something for you to talk about.
Teacher, I have
Yes.
a question.
Yes.
Yeah. So in this test, I will use the past tense or the present sentence tense.
You would use probably 2026. Yeah, you would need to use both for this one. Okay.
What do you mean both? Like starting salary we past tense?
It's correct. And maximum salary is now present tense. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, good. And please, both of you, remember you need to start with it can be clearly seen or overall is the way you start. So you should be able to do this in 2 sentences. 2 sentences. Van Wing. Okay, Ding Lam.
Yes.
All right, thank you for your overview. All right, so Ding Lam, okay. So Ding Lam, first of all, you would say overall it can be clearly seen, okay? Just careful with your vocabulary. You've got I can be clearly seen. It can be clearly seen that...
I miss typing.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's all right. Okay, as long as you know that is a mistake. The pay of Denmark remains, okay? The pay in Denmark, not of Denmark, okay? The pay in Denmark remains unchanged. is the correct sentence. All right. I'll send the correction to you in chat, okay?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm writing to you in chat.
I see. The exercise.
Remains unchanged. Okay. Japan has the most dramatic increase? Not true, I don't think. Careful, Ding Lam. I would say Korea has the most dramatic increase.
I miss the country.
Yes. Okay, because Korea goes from 29, can you see that, Ding Lam?
Yeah.
To 82. Okay, which is nearly 3 times. Okay. Japan goes from 34 to 67, which is about double. Does that make sense, Ding Lam?
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay, so Korea has the most dramatic increase, not Japan. So just be careful when you are looking, okay? All right. Korea. Okay, all right. I'm just writing to you, Ding Lam. I'll show you this. All right. And who has the smallest pay increase, Ding Lam? Who has the smallest pay increase? So Denmark hasn't changed. Korea has the biggest. Who has the smallest after Denmark?
Smallest is Australia.
Australia. Go from, is that correct? From 28 to 48. Is that right?
Yes.
USA from 32. Yeah, you are right. So, for example, Ding Lam,
Yes.
I'm just sending this to you in chat now, okay? This is one way you could do this overview. Can you see that, Ding Lam?
Yeah, I can see this.
Okay, can you read it for me, please?
It can be clearly seen that teachers' pay in Denmark remain unchanged. Korea has the biggest pay increase, while Australia offers the smallest increase.
Okay, so that is all you need to write. Does that make sense, Ding Lam?
Yes, I understand.
So Denmark is unchanged. Korea has the biggest increase. Australia, the smallest increase. All right. So for this table, those are the main, and for any table, these are the main things you are looking for. Okay, Ding Lam?
Right.
For any table. Okay, we will continue next week. Thank you, Ding Lam.
Bye-bye, teacher.
Bye-bye, Ding Lam. Have a good week.
Yeah, thank you, teacher.
Gap Lysel. Gap Lysel.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye. Okay, Phung Dok Ang.
Yes.
Overall, the teacher salaries in all countries increase after 15 years, except for Denmark. Notably, Korea has the highest maximum salary, while Australia has the lowest starting pay among 5 countries. All right? You would say, just one slight grammar mistake, the lowest starting pay among the 5 countries.
I forgot.
Yeah. Okay, five countries is a noun phrase. So it needs to have a in front of it.
Yeah.
Okay, but the rest of that, that's good. Phung Do Kang, you are correct. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine, Phung Do Kang. So now, is there anything you need to discuss with me before the test tomorrow?
I think it's no, but
okay, so you are feeling happy about this. Just go through it. Speaking part 1, questions obviously about yourself, okay, and your situation. So remember, of course you will be nervous, but you don't need to talk for too long, okay, for part 1. All right. I know I do this when I'm nervous, tend to talk too much. Okay. All right. But especially for speaking part one, just remember 2, 3 sentences, all you need.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. But they ask you, what's your favorite sport, Phong Dokang?
So my favorite sport is football because it's make me feel happy when I score a goal.
Okay, fine. Good. All you need to say.
Yeah.
Okay. You could say one more sentence if you wanted. My favorite sport is football. I've been playing ever since I was 5 years old, and I really enjoy it because it makes me feel happy when I score a goal.
Yeah. And
That-
and I think, do you think I should be more natural when speaking?
More
Like,
natural? How do you mean? I think you are pretty. You always talk to me the same way anyway, so you are quite natural anyway.
yes, so my intonation is like likely a
Oh,
machine's.
I
I
see.
think
Yeah, I
immigrants don't
see.
like it.
Right, I see what you mean. Yeah, the word you are looking for is animated. Animated, okay?
Animated.
Animate,
Oh,
animated in this context means just a little bit more excited.
yeah. Oh,
Okay? Like like
okay.
like most English words, animated has 2 meanings. One animation is to do with cartoons. Okay?
Yeah, I know it.
You know, the other animated means to get a bit excited.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you could be a little bit more animated, yes. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. You don't want to, but
Yes.
you don't sound like a machine anyway. You don't really sound like a machine. But you would have noticed the band 9 student that we saw before. Okay, again, she laugh and smile a lot. All right, when she
Yeah.
is telling her story about the pasta. All right. All right, and she's saying things like, "Oh, I want a recipe that's quick and easy. I hate, I hate waiting for food to cook. I want something I can eat now."
Yeah.
All right, so you see, she's a little bit animated, just a little bit excited about this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
does that make sense?
Yes, I can.
So, for example, the question about what is your favorite sport? I love football. I've been playing football ever since I was 5 years old, and I really enjoy playing with my friends, and I especially enjoy it when I score a goal.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. But
So
I think,
hopefully you can see I'm being a bit animated. Okay.
yeah, I think I will feel more energetic when it is a right topic and
Yeah.
it make me laugh.
Of course. Of course. Yeah. You don't want to try make yourself laugh. Only laugh if it feels natural. All right. The
Yes.
other thing I will remind you of, other students have mentioned this, the examiner might seem unfriendly. Okay?
But I heard that the BC examiners is friendly and they are
Okay.
professional.
Good. I hope so. I hope so. But if that is not true, don't let that worry you. Okay?
Yeah.
Maybe they have some problem. Okay? Maybe they are having a bad day. Right?
Yeah.
Okay? Maybe they wanted England to win the World Cup. All right? I don't know. Right? And they are in a bad mood. Right?
Yeah. I think I think England won't bring your World Cup to their home
No.
because England lost Argentina.
Yes. Yeah, but they beat France this morning. They beat France.
Yeah, but it is a crazy match when
Mm.
England scored 4-0 in the first
Yes.
half.
Yes.
And in the second half, France also scored 4, and
Yeah.
this movement make England must to score more 2 goals to end the
Mm.
match.
Mm. It's what they should have done against Argentina, of course.
Yeah,
Instead, they
this
try to defend too much.
Yeah, but Tuchel already know that when Messi have was he's dangerous, but
Yes,
he
yes.
choose defend no balls over controlling the match.
That's right. Yes. Wrong decision, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wrong decision. But yes, so if the teacher is at all seem grumpy, don't worry. Don't let it affect you. Okay?
Yes, yes.
All right. So, any other questions for me?
I think it's no.
Okay. So again, part two, I'm sure you will be fine. And part three, remember, if you are doing well, the questions will get harder. All
Yeah.
right. So don't let that bother you. Again, just do your best.
But what about the questions is getting more easier?
If it get more easy, I don't think it will get more easy. Okay. They ask you the easiest one first. Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then it will either stay the same or get harder. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So that is part three. Again, part three, you just do your best. Just concentrate on just have some idea. Remember, just answer, explain, example, and just using correct English. That's all you can think about.
Yeah, and I notice as when I concentrate on informations about questions, I am able to speak more
Great.
fluently.
Great.
Like instead of focus on grammar or something like that.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Don't focus on grammar. Just try to forget. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's you are doing the right thing. It is now it is in the exam. Don't think about grammar. Okay. You just need to use what you already know. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. If you start to think about grammar, it will affect your fluency.
Yes.
Yeah. So you were just trying to be fluent in the exam. That's the main thing. Just try to be fluent.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Any other question?
I think it's no.
Okay, that's great. Oh well, Fung Dok Ang. All right. Good luck for
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. I'm sure
And
you will be fine. I'm sure you will be fine.
yeah, thank you.
And
So,
Bak Ha tells me how great your listening is and your reading.
but Huang is better. So he got almost 40 per 40 questions. It means that
Well, yeah.
he can get a 9 in the reading and listening.
Great. Well, I hope you can get the same.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I look forward to hearing about your result in a few days.
Yeah, so I will inform you about my results.
Okay.
I think
Yes, please. Yes, please.
I think it's after 2 or 3 days
Yeah.
after the test.
Yes, that's true. Okay. I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay, Fung Dakang. Well, good luck.
yeah, goodbye, teacher.
Okay. Talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ờ, yêu yêu yêu.